everybody, Jen from Scrapping Under the Influence. I am here with the third project in the project set and kit for the brand new Doodlebug Color Me Crafty. This one is super fast, super easy. This is going to be one of those projects that's going to be easy to replicate and make a bunch of to give to friends, for, you know, like table gifts, that kind of thing. It is a very simple cardstock folio. It is 8.5 by 8.5. On the front here, we've got one of the journaling cut aparts. This is on the journaling cut aparts, and it just had a really fun quote on here. Creativity is experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, but most of all, having lots of fun. I love that. I thought that was so fun, so that's why I wanted to put that on the front of this. We've got some bits and pieces and chit-chat, bits, pieces, odds and ends items here. It's early. And when you open this up, it's very simple. We've got space over here for a picture. I actually did glue this flat. I didn't mean to. With some odds and ends and a piece of the chit-chat. Over here, we've got some more photo spots. Here we've got some larger photo spots that as you flip this up, you've got the tabs on here just for something of interest. This one is kind of in a weird spot, but I really thought you could kind of journal around there. Like, I know personally I've got 4 different technically, crafty things I'm doing this summer and this fall with my friends. So I would list, you know, what they are and when they happened up there. And then you could put a smaller picture here and maybe add another piece of your leftover ephemera up there. And then there's our last one. Down here is a large pocket, one of the journaling cut aparts there that's matted, to keep our little waterfall tucked down. So a very simple project. This one goes together super, super fast. It's a good one when you've just got a couple of like full-size sheets left over, but a bunch of scraps, because you can absolutely mat it with the scraps. But yeah, so that is the third project, and the tutorial starts now. Okay, so this is going to be our little all cardstock folio. This one is going to be super easy. And this and the other small project in this entire kit are both kind of for something that you will then have the directions and the measurements on to make as table gifts, okay? Of course, you're not going to have enough paper to make table gifts, but you've got the process and you've got, you know, the knowledge to then use these as table gifts, because they're very, very simple. You know, weird position right there. And they don't take a ton of paper, but they're fun. And it's something that, you know, your friends after a crafty event will actually end up using. And I'm looking at my one measurement and it's not making sense, so give me 1 second. Okay, that's why. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 12 by 8.5 with the 12 inches at the top. You are going to score at 3 1/4 and then 3 1/2. Okay. Next piece is going to be 7 by 8.5. So with our 7 at the top, you're going to score this one at 6 1/4 and 6 1/2. So these two are going to attach together like so. So this one will fold in and this one will fold in. Okay. Next up, you have a pocket. This is 2.5 by 9.5. And what I'm going to do is cut just like not even really like a hair off of this, just to make sure. So literally, that's what I cut off. Okay. So 9.5 at the top. You're going to score it 1/2 inch. Turn it. Score it 1/2 inch again. Turn and 1/2 inch again. Okay, we're going to do a small waterfall, so you need 5 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So the 4 3/4 at the top, you're going to score at 1/2 inch on all of these. Oh, 1/2 inch, not 3/4. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. And then we are going to do some graduated flaps. The first one is going to be 8 by 5 with the 8 inches at the top. You're going to score at 1/2 inch. The next is going to be 7 by 5. So again, with the 7 inches at the top, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. The next one is 6 by 5 with the 6 inches at the top. You're going to score at 1/2 inch. And the last one is going to be 5 by 5. So with the 5 inches at the top, you're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab our 2 base pieces. Okay. So this one has our score lines on it, on just the end, the smaller of the 2 pieces. So we're going to just miter that ever so slightly. Okay. And then I'm going to fold just the tab over and burnish that down. I'm going to turn this one so that the bumpy side is facing up, and we are going to line this up on this outside edge. So you want your 3 1/2 inch, your smaller section to this side, the big middle section right there. Okay? So, it's been sitting here for a couple hours, so of course it dumped up on me, but that's okay. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get glue on this tab. I'm going to turn it so that I can see down on this end that it's lined up top to bottom. Okay, I'm just going to burnish that down. Okay, now we can go ahead and fold over our other score line and burnish. So there's our gusset, and we can fold and burnish both of these as well. Alright, so that is our base. Okay, I realize it's all cardstock. Once this is matted, it will get more sturdy. Okay, so it's not something you really need to worry too much about. So let's grab our pocket. I'm going to go ahead and miter and miter. And of course across the bottom where the lines cross, you're going to just go straight across that corner. Okay, grab this. And burnish that one down. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do, actually we can go ahead and do this. So this is our graduated flap. Okay, you're not going to miter anything except this bottom one, because what we're going to do, go ahead and miter this one, is we're going to stack the other flaps on top. Okay, so here's my 7 by 5. We're going to put this flush with the top up here. Okay, sure I'm good side to side. And burnish that down. Grab our next piece. So this is going to be the 6x5. Again, I'm just going to fold that tab over. Get glue on there. And then line it up at the top again. Making sure that we're even side to side. Okay. And then our 5x5. Same thing. And again, lining it up. Make sure everything's nice and even. And there we have our graduated flap. Okay, so I'm going to turn this upside down. This is going to go, and it doesn't matter, you can do it to either side. But this is going to go almost all the way to your scored lines on either side. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. I'm going to put it on this side. Maybe I do want it on this side. Actually, I think I do. Okay. So you're going to go all the way to the top. It is going to hang over the pocket, which is fine, because that just means anything that you put underneath this bottom flap inside the pocket, this is going to hide it until they flip that up and open that up. Okay. The waterfall. We do need to mat this base piece before we can put this waterfall in. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my matting. So I'm doing, so this is 8.5 by 8.5. I don't need it to go all the way down in the pocket. I only need to go part way in. And I'm doing this at, so 8.5, I'm doing this at 8.25 by 7 3/4. Okay. So I've got that little 1/8 inch border all the way around, which is also how I did the matting on the main album in this kit. Or if you're not getting the kit, the other project with this paper line. Okay, so I got that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my waterfall over here on this other side. So I'm going to line it up at the top, and I'm going to kind of center it between, put that back down. I'm going to center it kind of in between here, so you've got a little bit of that pink showing on both sides. Okay? So, go about like so. Fold back. Next piece. Again. One, and then our last one we are going to flip around and glue the tab on top of the page before it. Okay, so this is actually a really good way to illustrate. So rather than having, I put this down and then I've just got this little white piece hanging out, we are going to attach that here, so when you fold this up you've just got just your matting underneath there. Okay. Oops. All right. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so at this point, you will just finish matting, decorating, however you so choose. And we need our magnet. So let me grab my next little set of magnets. You're getting a lot of magnets in this kit. Because I love them. I love using them. Okay, so this hangs over just about like that. So I'm going to put that there. Drop the other one down on top. And put that down. And there you go. So to keep this down, what I plan on doing is taking one of the journaling cut aparts. Where are they? I've lost them now. I had them. There's one. Okay, so like one of these journaling cut aparts. I'll map it on a scrap of the white, and then that will just tuck down in there and hold that all closed, okay? Over here, I'll just end up doing some photo mats and some decorations. And then on the full sheet of the cut aparts, or not the cut aparts, the journaling cut aparts, they're still cut aparts. I know what I mean, I promise you. This one right here is super cute, and I think that's what I'm going to put right here on my cover, okay? But, yeah, so that's how I'm going to finish that one off, but otherwise, this one is good to go.